What's going on, Aries? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. Check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. And if this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's dive right in. See what we got going on. Knight of Cups. Look at that. 5 of Cups. Wow. King of Swords and Judgment. Big download coming away from your angels and guides. And I see right now you're getting closer to your intuition, closer to listening to what your angels and guides having to say. So when this download comes, you don't second guess it. I see this download is going to help you change your life in a sense that you're going to trust what you feel rather than what you think. And therefore, everything is going to get easier for you when it comes to your finances. Should I stay at my job? Should I find a new job? How do I get that promotion? All these answers will come to you. These answers come to you from your angels and guys, from your instincts, if you want to get scientific with it. But you have to be able to first hear them, and you also have to be able to have the confidence within you to listen to them and follow through with what they have to say. Because it's one thing for, say, our manifestations to come to fruition, but it's another thing to capitalize on that situation. I see you getting closer and closer and closer to your higher self, and for you to be able to make this energy more, natural. It's almost like autopilot, right? So when it comes to you, like, say if you're in a coffee shop, and with this energy, say it has something to do with love, right? Say if you're like at a coffee shop and there's someone you like there, and you're like, you know what? I like this person's vibrations. I want to approach this person and start a conversation. Now, immediately after that, first you get that inspired action to do so. Immediately after, you can set your watch to it like clockwork. Your ego will show up and say, no, don't do it, for pick your reason that's fear-based. They won't like you, you'll get rejected, it's not the right time, you're not ready, whatever, right? How did I know that? Why? Because your ego, my ego, everyone's ego in the comment section, it's all the same gibberish, just the same fear, boogie, boogie, boogie. And we gotta understand that this is normal, right? Trusting our intuition, our first instincts telling us to go do that is what we have to do. Trusting our ego is the wrong thing to do. You know what it's like? It's like, imagine if you are a corporation, right? And you have different departments in that corporation. You have a sales team, you have H&R, you have R&D, research and development, you have something like sales, you have, advertising, you have, accounting, right? You are not going to let the accounting team do the sales job. You're not going to let the sales job do the R&D position. That's not how we do it, right? Each department is good for something. So we're going to listen to the specialist in that department when we're dealing with that, a genre, when that niche or whatever at the time is. So right now, you got to understand that the ego is running the corporation. It's like the president, the CEO is making all the decisions, but it's the wrong person for the job, right? Listening to your intuition. Who you want as that CEO is your soul, is yourself. You want that position is your higher power. When it's your higher power, when it's your higher self, everything makes sense, right? It's always the best decision for the team, and that's what we need right now, because that's what's going to lead you to victory. Now, you got the 5 of Cups and the King of Swords. So Spirit is telling you, this is the time for you to be strategic with your energy, because I do see here lingering energy from disappointment, betrayal, for something that happened in the past, and this energy we're still holding on to this energy, and because we're holding on to this energy, we're creating energy blockages, and when that energy blockage is there, it is very dangerous, guys. Not only is it dangerous because it prevents anything else beautiful that you're looking for from happening in the present moment, but it also can lead to illnesses, right? A lot of energy blockages, a lot of the illnesses are because we hold up with pent up energy. The placebo effect is 100% real, right? So placebo effect, a third of the clinical studies done, billions of dollars worth of research a year gets thrown in the garbage. 1/3. Again, think of this. This is real. Google this right now, right? 1/3 of the clinical studies done is called the placebo effect. It gets thrown in the garbage because what they do is they give a sugar pill, so a pill that there's nothing in it. They give that to someone and say, this pill cures diabetes. And that person takes it, goes, oh, okay, it's going to cure my diabetes. And then all of a sudden their diabetes is cured. Why? Till this day, no one can explain this, right? Why? Because of the placebo effect. It's the power of the mind. When you think something, you can manipulate your metabolism. This is real, right? So if you can manipulate your metabolism, you can manipulate the vibrations around you, because your body is nothing more than atomic particles vibrating. This is real stuff. This is where it gets metaphysics, quantum physics, law of attraction is real. So right now it is essential to clear that energy, because when we hold on to energy, we are creating, remember the metabolism, we're creating an energy blockage, and creating that energy blockage is dangerous for us in all shapes and ways. Not only does it affect us physically, affect us, our vibrations when it comes to the law of attraction. So what do we got going on there? What would I do in this situation? If I knew that I had an energy blockage, I would clear that energy. The first step I do is, when you think of something, say if you're thinking of an ex, right? Or even like a boss at work, right? And you're just like, when you think of them, you cringe, and immediately you stop thinking of them. You're like, oh, I don't want to think of that person, right? What do? We bury that shadow. That's all we're doing. Think of something bad, oh, scary, bury the shadow. Now, that shadow didn't go anywhere. The shadow's there, and it's growing and growing, and then that shadow is going to come to light at the worst time, since you have like a freak out, a panic attack, right? So what do? Next time you think of that person, think of them, right? So imagine if I was thinking of an ex, and I thought of them, I'm like, oh, this person hurt me. Rather than bury it, I'd bring that shadow, I'd feel it, right? At that point, while I'm feeling it, I'd breathe in and then go, and release that energy physically. I'm going, and I'm releasing their energy out of my body. There we go. That's the first step right there. Boom. Easy as pie, right? You're not holding on to it like a catcher's mitt. You're letting it go through you, right? Now, at that point, now we address the shadow. Who is this person? My ex. What did they do? They hurt me. What did they do? They cheated on me. Now, why did they cheat on me? They have their list of reasons. Great. Now, here's what I do. Either I can hold on to that, blame myself, blame them, blah, 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 blah. Or I could forgive and forget. Keyword forget. We're not saying let's be friends here and do round two. What we're doing is forgiving. Why? Because we don't want to hold on to that energy. How do you forgive? You forgive anyone. It's always the same way. It's the most beautiful, easy way in the world. Rather than let that power, that moment make you feel powerless, instead you feel powerful because you happen. So you forgive them by telling yourself, this person is a poor soul. This person has gone through so many different things in their life that this is what they chose to do. They are lost, clueless. I feel bad for them. Clearly, they're not connected to the higher self. And I also don't know what their childhood was like. I haven't walked a mile in their shoe. Why did they cheat on me? What made them want to do this? What was their childhood like? What's their family life like? When they look in the mirror, what are they thinking when they look at themselves? You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if they're smiling out in public. It means nothing. What are they really feeling, right? So this person is clearly on not a good path, right? So if anything, feel bad for them. You're like, yikes. Now, we don't want, it's not our job to go save them. At the end of the day, if they want help, they know where to come, but we're not here to save anyone. So I'm not saying like, feel bad and go help them. No. Just see them for what it is and let it go, right? And again, I say this with love and respect. So you got to understand when I say this, I don't mean anything rude, but if you and I knew someone with Tourette's, which means like you blurt out things you don't mean, right? If we had someone that we know we had Tourette's and this person's blurting out stuff, if we knew that there was something wrong there, that they're not intentionally doing this, we're not going to get mad, right? We're going to be like, like sucks. Same thing here. This person, what they're going through, really sucks. So you got to look at it from that perspective, let it go. Why? Because you got bigger fish to fry. You are meeting someone I see that matches your vibration. You are the queen, they are the king, right? You match each other's vibration. This is where you belong. You don't belong to lower your vibrations to be around someone who cheat on you, or you don't need to be at a job where your boss is making you feel powerless. I'm not saying quit, but what I'm trying to tell you is understand who you are and then understand your circumstances changing. I understand you meeting someone on a more energetic level that matches your vibrations. I understand that you guys will lift each other's vibrations and always learn. When I met my wife, Alicia, immediately, the first day I met her, I told her, this is stuff I learned from my previous relationship, and I realized this is not what I want. Guys, my sister, my brother, the last thing you're looking for in a relationship, whether it's a business relationship or especially romantic relationship, is your spouse or your partner feeling like they can't trust you and also feeling that they are self-conscious. If you have that, their life is miserable, your life is miserable. So when I met Alicia, that first day I told her, and when I knew she was the one, I told her, sweetheart, you are a queen. You are a queen. You are the best. You are the smartest, funniest, prettiest. You have the most beautiful heart. You are a leader. You are an influencer. You are going to change the world. I'm going to make sure that you are going to get to your goals. I'm going to make sure I take care of you every single way. If you need a hug, I give you a hug. If you need help, I give you help. But understand, I'm a king, and as your king, I will take care of you. Now, as your king, I expect the same energy back. I expect my queen to carry yourself confident, carry yourself with grace, carry yourself with leading by example. Do you see where I'm going with this? This is the energy. Every single day, Alicia and I meet up, and we're nothing special, but I'm letting you know it can get done. We always improve. Oh, I learned this visualization technique. Wow. Oh, I learned this new Reiki energy healing technique. Great. This is what I did for our business. Every single day we are learning, we are lifting our spirits up. What we're not doing is tearing each other down. And this is something that, again, we've been programmed and brainwashed to think is normal in movies, in television, right? It's cool for the couple to fight. Ew, no, it's not. That is the last thing you're looking for, right? So I've been there, but just understand that you are meant meant to be with someone who raises your vibration. And the moment that you set your intention to this and say, this is what I want, Aries, that's when you get it. You just got to tell Spirit, who, what, when, where, how. Your angels will take care of that. First, you got to know what you want, then it will come to you. All right, Aries, you got this. 1,000 kisses. Until next time, ciao.